These two are the Boundless CF and CFX portable vapes for dry herbs. Now you might be thinking, wait, haven't I seen those before? Because these look eerily similar to the Crafty and Mighty vaporizers by Storz & Bickel. However, I don't have a problem with this in this scenario because the Boundless vapes work great. The CF is the smaller one, the pocket-sized model. This one's very easy to hold, ergonomic shape, it's light. The CFX is the larger one. It has the screen on the front that shows you the temperature and the battery life. Both of these have the same herb chamber and the same top piece. The one on the CFX is just a little larger, but these both unscrew from the base unit. That's how you access the oven, and then the actual top mouthpiece chamber cooling unit part, that comes apart also, so you can clean in there and whatever. You don't even have to pack it tight, just loosely fill it to the top with ground up herb, put the mouthpiece part back on, click it 5 times to turn it on, and then it's gonna vibrate when it's ready, when it reaches operating temperature, and the first draw that you take, you will get vapor. It vaporizes your material very evenly, does a real good job of that. It's very consistent, performs the same way every time you turn it on. You do not need to stir in the middle of your session. One of the only things you'll notice that's not fantastic is the draw resistance. It's a little hard to pull. You don't get a large volume of air through it, you know, when you're drawing, but you don't need to. It still produces a lot of vapor with just a medium amount of airflow. Now, when it comes to vapor quality, the smoothness, the taste, this is controllable by the temperature you set it at. So what I recommend is starting at about 350, 355, which is normally a little on the lower end, but with these, that's a real good temperature. I actually vape at that temperature most of the time that I use it because that's a real nice balance of vapor production and comfort. It's gonna be nice and smooth. Good taste for most of the session. Now, when you raise the temperature beyond that, 360 or above, that's when the flavor is gonna start to, you know, get blander. You'll get a little more vapor production actually, but it will also start to get a little hot, a little harsher as you go up. So I do sort of recommend staying between 355, 370, pretty much for the most part. Now on the CF, the smaller one, those are the 2 lowest heat settings out of 5. Those are heat settings 1 and 2. And on the CFX, of course, you can adjust the temperature in 1-digit increments. I would say that vapor production is the emphasis with these over vapor quality, but it's really not that bad at all. I enjoy it. If you pack the oven full but loosely, it's gonna hold about 0.2, 0.25. But if you grind fine and pack it tight and full, it can hold upwards of 0.4, 0.5. But it does work great with just the 0.25 in there, and you will get 10 to 15 nice draws from it. With both of these, I seem to be averaging just about an hour of battery life, you know, actual usage before they die. And then they both take a couple of hours to charge up via the micro USB ports they both have. And the CFX also comes with another adapter for it that will charge it much faster. Maintenance isn't gonna be too bad with these as long as you brush it out. The top piece will need to be cleaned out. You soak the mouthpiece after you take it apart. All the different parts, you just soak them in isopropyl alcohol. The screen up in there does have kind of small pores, small holes, so you'll want to keep that part clean. These both also have 5-minute auto shut-off timers, so it's gonna shut off automatically 5 minutes into your session. I almost always turn it back on for another 5-minute session to finish vaping my stuff. They did make it pretty convenient though to do that, to restart the vape and resume vaping at the previous temperature. You just hold down the button for 2 seconds. For under $200, these are definitely 2 of my top picks. The CF is $130, the CFX is $170. Those would be considered like budget to mid-level prices, but the performance is more mid-level to above average. Thank you very much for watching, and stay up.